Hello everyone, welcome back to the Google slide. This is where we originally left off of the green room. The chill green room. Anyways, after all the chaos, you go backstage, do some code puzzles, pretty easy until you reach the snow room and find Toriel sleeping, in one of those like ball things, traps you in, then stops you. He sends you back to the ballroom and he puts you and everyone else in a ball. The backstage is on fire, and white Chris, aka us, Susie, and Rouse try to stop him, but you do break free. Sorry if I missed the Rolex COD fight part, but you do fight Rolex COD at some point in the game. You know, you can read that one. This is Rolex COD. These are all the chapters. We go back to the snow room, and he tells us his sad backstory. I'm not gonna bore you with that part. Some a few fights later, you fight Tenna and win, and then the Roaring Knight kills Tenna when he's about to give you Toriel. End of chapter 3. Chapter 4. You and Susie wake up on a couch from chapter 2 and 3. You all go to the church after the service. You and Susie leave for a bit, and then there's a hole in the church. Rouse appears after the talking a bit puzzles. We meet Old Man Gerson. He helps us and gives Susie advice. Then, in the dark, after some time, when we're not taking too long, and when we do the act of brighten, and finally brighten the room, the room, he's this big guy. He helps us. Old Man Gerson gives Susie advice to heal his ear. He drops his letter and goes straight into Jackenstein's pumpkin's mouth and heals him. Susie believes in herself and now can heal. It will help. After a while, you climb stuff with the claws you get from Jackenstein's pumpkin. He sacrifices himself for us to go on, and the Roaring Knight makes the dark fountain in the dark world, causing this thing after climbing up. The next slide. Yep, that's the Roaring Knight, changing quality completely. The Roaring Titan. Here's his vulnerable form. He's healing. When he covers up his wings, he's healing when he covers up his wings. They think all hope is lost until Old Man Gerson comes to help and helps us save the day. Susie and Chris go into the Roaring Knight, the Roaring Titan, and saves the day. The end. Also, Forgotten Noah's House mansion part, where Chris puts the soul, in a Christmas box. It's kind of funny, okay, but now it's time to do some fourth wall breaking and theorizing, boys. It's game theory time. Also, if this is copyrighted, sorry, I don't get any money from this anyway.
Internet, welcome to Game Theory.
Now it's time for some fourth wall breaking. we are controlling Chris. See, one thing I haven't talked about is us, the soul. We aren't Chris at all. We are the soul, the player. And Chris has shown he hates us so much. He puts us in a trash can, kicks us violently. In chapter 4, Weird Route, after we changed Noelle, and we fly into Chris' body in the middle of conversation she was having with Chris, and if we press proceed, we keep doing it until we change it Noelle. And this happens when you do the weird route in chapter 2. And Chris knows, heck, probably Sans knows that we're all up to this. We've seen what he can do in Undertale. But besides that, us theorists need to know who or what created Rousey. My theory is it's Asriel created Rousey because you switch the letters. I'll show you in the next slide. Also, Noelle was afraid to spell December because Des is Noelle's sister. Theories. See? See what I mean? My theory for chapter 6, it's gonna be in Noelle's mansion house thing. Also, now we know who Mike is. Mike is chapter 3. It's 3 characters, I mean. I believe it's none of the above. Probably just another Toby Fox crap post. I was correct. The real Mike is an actual Mike. I was right when I looked this up. I was correct. Chris is definitely not Frisk. This is because Chris likes chocolate and Frisk likes tea. That's one of the main reasons. In chapter 4 of Deltarune, there's a song called Hammer of Justice. Sounds familiar to Spear of Justice. I'll play both at once. See, it does sound, there is some parts. Merchandise price for the game. It's a wonderful thing. I'm on the stock market, the Deltarune Steam charts. The chart boys. I'm going to the Deltarune charts. That's a bad thing. That's a real bad thing. It doesn't exist anymore. Well, crud. On to the next slide. I have the video in Media Player. I used to. So I think you need a little lore. Okay, you need a little lore backdrop. I have this laptop. Yes, my year ago laptop that worked. I uploaded that video to the Media Player, but it didn't survive on my new PC. Fan games. A popular Deltarune fan game is Delta Traveler. It's a game. What if Deltarune was an Undertale, Earthbound, and other games? Another popular boss fight is Spamton the Great, or Scampton. That's what I meant. A Spamton fan game of a rewritten. Those are two of Spamton. Was insane. It's pretty cool, but I'll leave the fan games here. Oh, Undertale. Different spelling, but have the same letters. Banana. Both games are similar, like how the song from Undertale, it's raining somewhere else, and Deltarune, a place where it rained. Also, in the donation fountain in chapter 4, you put 99,999 plus G. The fountain, it says, "How absurd! You may as well give it to a spider." Another tale reference to Muffet. Her stuff is in her shop. It costs 99,999 G. Also in chapter 3, you can freeze Tenna with the thorn ring in the ball. It's a glitch in the game, and you can do it if you play chapter 2. It's cool. Fun fact. Also, if you play the Frankenpumpkin fight, yeah, the Jack and Signs, yeah, you know, I missed this one fight in Deltarune. You attack his attack goes. If you collected the key, you can skip the turn, but you have to wait 9 hours. Yeah, so this is for his fight, but if you collect the key, it's just like a timer, you know. So like you have to wait like literally 9 hours for it to finish. Also, you can defeat the Roaring Knight and get a Dark Shard. Also, we don't see Flamey in Deltarune. My thought. The third sanctuary to me when it starts sounds like a phone ringtone. Go to the next slide to see. Do you see what I mean? Technical difficulty. Oh no. So, look back on this.
Then Gandalf the Grey and Gandalf the White and Monty Python and the Holy Grail's Black Knight and Benito Mussolini and the Fumini and Cowboy Curtis and John B. the Genie, Robocop, the Terminator, Captain Kirk, and Darth Vader, Lopan, Superman, every single Power Ranger, Bill S. Preston and Theodore Logan, Spock, the Rock, Doc Ock, and Hulk Hogan.
And in chapter 4 of Deltarune, it talks about the prophecy. Also, if you speed up the Nazgul Halcyon in Undertale, it's just a short version of Spider Dance, and it's in the relaxing prison jam. Okay, everyone, that's gonna conclude this. This is part 2. See you on the next one. Bye bye. And anyways,